In today's globalized world, traveling has become easier and more accessible than ever before. However, with the increase in international travel, countries have become more vigilant about border security. One such measure introduced by the Canadian government is the Electronic Travel Authorization, or ETA, which is required for visa-exempt foreign nationals traveling to Canada by air. Whether you're a business traveler, a tourist, or visiting family, understanding the ETA process is crucial for a hassle-free journey. In this journey, we'll explore what the ETA is, how it works, and why it's necessary for air travel to Canada. By the end, you'll have a clear understanding of how to apply for your ETA and what you need to do to ensure smooth travel. Subscribe for more adventures. The Electronic Travel Authorization, or ETA, is an entry requirement for visa-exempt foreign nationals traveling to Canada by air. It is an online process that allows travelers to obtain approval before boarding a flight to Canada. Unlike a traditional visa, the ETA is not a physical document but an electronic authorization tied to your passport. Most foreign nationals from visa-exempt countries like the United States, most European countries, Australia, Japan, and others, will need to obtain an ETA to board a flight to Canada. However, those who are Canadian citizens, permanent residents of Canada, or have a valid Canadian visa do not need to apply for an ETA. Canada has a list of countries whose citizens do not require a visa to visit for tourism or business purposes. However, travelers from these countries are still required to obtain an ETA before boarding their flight. Some common visa-exempt countries include the United States, the United Kingdom, Australia, Japan, Germany, and France. Travelers from other countries may still require a visa. The ETA application process is simple and straightforward. You can apply online through the official Canadian government website. Here's how it works. First, visit the official Canadian immigration website. Then, fill out the form, providing personal details, passport information, travel plans, and answering a few security questions. Next, pay the fee, which is $7 and non-refundable. In most cases, the ETA is approved within minutes, though it can take up to 72 hours. The approval is sent electronically to the applicant's email. Once approved, the ETA is valid for up to 5 years or until your passport expires, whichever comes first. It allows you to travel to Canada multiple times within that period, with each visit lasting up to 6 months. Once you receive your ETA approval, it is electronically linked to your passport. This means you do not need to print anything or carry additional documents. The airline will check your ETA status when you check in for your flight. Canada has implemented the ETA as part of its broader border security measures. The ETA helps the government screen travelers before they board a flight, ensuring that those who are not eligible for entry due to criminal history, previous immigration violations, and so on, are flagged before they reach Canada. The ETA is a part of Canada's efforts to make the immigration process more efficient. By processing travelers electronically before their arrival, Canada reduces wait times at airports and enhances the efficiency of the immigration process. Without an ETA, travelers may face delays at the airport, as they would not be able to board their flight. The ETA ensures that travelers are pre-screened and approved for entry, reducing the risk of denied boarding and preventing delays. The importance of applying for your ETA in advance. While the ETA application process is simple, travelers must apply for it at least 72 hours before their flight. Waiting until the last minute may result in delays or complications, so it's always best to apply for your ETA as soon as you begin planning your trip. If your ETA application is denied, you will need to apply for a visa to enter Canada, which takes more time and effort. Having an approved ETA guarantees that you won't face last-minute complications at the airport. Common questions and misconceptions about the ETA. No, the ETA is not a visa. It's an entry requirement for travelers from visa-exempt countries who are flying to Canada. A visa is required for travelers from countries that are not visa-exempt. The ETA is intended for tourism, business visits, or transit. If you plan to study or work in Canada, you will need to apply for the appropriate visa. Yes, children under the age of 18 who are traveling with you will also need an ETA. The application process is the same, and you will need to apply for an ETA for each child separately. Special considerations. If you are passing through Canada on your way to another destination, You still need an ETA if you are traveling by air. If you are staying in Canada for less than 48 hours, you may be eligible for a special transit visa. If you change your passport or other personal information after receiving your ETA approval, you may need to apply for a new ETA. How to ensure your ETA is approved. Ensure all your information is accurate when filling out the application form. Any discrepancies can lead to a rejection. Make sure your passport is valid for the duration of your stay in Canada. If your passport is close to expiring, renew it before applying for your ETA. Be honest when answering the security and background questions. Providing false information could result in your ETA being denied. Welcome to Pro Tips for a smooth ETA application process. Pro Tip 1. Apply well in advance. While most ETAs are approved within minutes, it's recommended to apply at least 72 hours before your flight to avoid any last-minute stress. Unexpected issues or delays can arise, and applying early ensures you have plenty of time to resolve them. Pro Tip 2. Use the official government website. Always apply for your ETA through the official Canadian government website. Avoid third-party websites that may charge extra fees or offer services that are unnecessary. The official website provides a secure platform and ensures you only pay the required CAD $7 fee. Pro Tip 3. Double-check your passport information. Make sure your passport details are correct before applying for an ETA. Ensure the passport is valid for at least 6 months after your intended entry date into Canada. If your passport expires soon, you may need to renew it before applying for the ETA. Pro Tip 4. Have your travel details ready. You will be asked to provide your travel dates and the flight details when filling out the ETA form. Having your flight information, including the airline name and flight number, will make the application process faster and smoother. Pro Tip 5. Answer questions honestly. The ETA application asks about your travel history, criminal record, and health conditions. Always answer honestly. Providing false information or failing to disclose important details may result in a denied ETA and prevent you from entering Canada. Pro Tip 6. Verify the ETA status before travel. While most ETAs are approved immediately, it's important to check the status of your ETA in your email inbox or spam folder before heading to the airport. If there are any issues, you'll have time to address them before your flight. Pro Tip 7. Apply for each traveler separately. If you're traveling with family or friends, each individual will need to apply for their own ETA. Minors as well as adults require a separate ETA application. This includes children under 18, so make sure to apply for their ETAs as well. Pro Tip 8. Keep your ETA linked to the correct passport. The ETA is linked to the passport used during the application. If you renew your passport, you will need to apply for a new ETA. Be sure to use the same passport when traveling to Canada as the one you used to apply for your ETA. Pro Tip 9. Be prepared for denial or rejection. If your ETA application is denied, it doesn't necessarily mean you're banned from Canada. You may need to apply for a visa instead. If you think the rejection was a mistake, you can contact Canadian immigration authorities for further clarification or assistance. Pro Tip 10. Stay up to date on changes. The ETA requirements and regulations can change over time. Keep up to date with any updates or new requirements through official Canadian immigration websites or your airline. By staying informed, you can avoid unexpected complications when traveling. The ETA is an essential tool for ensuring a smooth entry into Canada for travelers from visa-exempt countries. With an easy online application process and a quick approval time, obtaining an ETA is a simple step to help streamline your travel experience and enhance border security. By applying in advance and ensuring your information is accurate, you can travel to Canada without worry and enjoy your trip to the fullest. Ready to explore the beauty and culture of Canada? Make sure your ETA is approved before you book your flight, and get ready for your next adventure. For more tips, travel advice, and expert insights, subscribe for more adventures today.